to another video, and it's very echo in here because there's not a lot of stuff down here. This is a really strange sort of hard video to make, but a good one in the end when I tell you what's going to be happening. This video has been filmed 3 weeks ago, so the time difference and stuff seems a bit weird. It wasn't a rash decision. I've been thinking about this for so long. It's been quite tough to actually kind of make it happen, but yes, I have sold quite a bit of my Lego collection. Sorry, the thumbnail is just a little bit of clickbait, but yeah, so my last video I was kind of having like sort of like little breakdown sort of thing, like saying that the room's just getting too much and it's all just getting a bit crazy, and I think I've just gone in too hard. Like, that's my sort of personality, my ADHD. I kind of just, once I've got something, I'm just roll with it and I just don't stop, and I just wore myself out. There was just so much going on down here. I used to come down here because my son used to play with the trains, and I used to just stand there and look at him look at him playing with the trains, and I wasn't doing anything. I was just stood there going, I can't be down here. It's overwhelming. So yeah, let me just take you a quick little tour around the room. I've got very sweaty hair because I've also, basically to help my mental health, I'm going to go on like a big fitness journey. So I've just achieved my first 5k run. To a lot of people that's probably not a lot, but I did it in 36 minutes. It's my first run for probably about 5-6 years. So that was good. So that's another thing that I'm working on, and yeah, this is going to be amazing what I'm doing now. So first of all, when you come down into the Lego room, the space down here is just crazy. Like, I just can't believe how much space there is down here. Once all my units are like pushed up against the wall and I haven't got a big city in the middle, it's just crazy. So basically, yeah, I had a really long think about it. This is going to sound really stupid, but I'm one of them people that just says it how it is, and I don't filter anything. And I did get a bit upset, like, selling the city and the trains, not because I liked it so much. It was, me and my son's bonding time was him coming down and playing with the city and just watching his face like light up, whizzing all the trains around and that. But at the same time, like, I do love him so much, but it was like £500 worth of Lego that he was playing with, and I was basically just not using this space down here very well. Like, I just wasn't coping down here. So yes, he was getting fun out of £500 worth of Lego, but I was also not having fun. And it's £500 that I can spend on different projects down here that will both allow us to, still continue to have fun. It just won't be with trains. It will be more my projects that I kind of want to do, but I still think about him, obviously. Like, I still love him being down in the Lego room. So he's got like a little table down here where he puts his, the only Lego he's got, by the way. He's basically, he takes, for some reason, because he's had his Lego upstairs for, I don't know, like over a year now, he still doesn't understand that he can bring his Lego down here, play with it on the table. So he's got a train track that goes round, and, he plays with all the Lego down here. But then when it's time to pack up, he kind of like packs it all up and then takes it back upstairs. And I'm like, no, you don't have to. Like, there's a little cubby hole here for you to put all your Lego in. Like, it's in a nice little box, but he doesn't understand. He thinks he has to take it upstairs all the time. So yeah, that is his little corner for now. This table is getting obviously parted out and packed up and sold, so he will have like a nice little beanbag here. I'm going to get like a really nice big rug for I want to get like a really cool one that either says like Lego or Star Wars, or like a Lego Star Wars rug. I'm been having a look on Etsy. They are very expensive, but I do have a fair bit of money to play with at the moment. I will come into the money side of it in a minute, but yeah, I'm hoping to get like a huge rug down here and it will look awesome. I still am in the process of like sorting everything out, hence why it's a little bit messy. Like, there is things everywhere that I need to find places for, but the actual Star Wars itself is like in perfect condition, just waiting for all my new Lego sets to arrive so I can get them up on the shelves. And yeah, I've just been thinking for ages, like, I think it's just time to get rid of the city. Like, it was just crazy. It was so crazy. This is like, oh yeah, so me getting rid of some of my Lego, I thought, why not get, like, because my son had 3 huge boxes full of Lego, and every time he'd like tip the Lego out, he'd get overwhelmed with it. Like, he is so my son. Like, he honestly, his like mind is the exact same as mine. He'd tip it all out. He wouldn't know what to play with first, and he would kind of just look at it, leave it, and do something else. Like with the city, he was playing with like 1 or 2 trains, like whizzing them around, and he wasn't actually playing with all like the pieces and stuff. So it wasn't overwhelming for him. So he wanted to sell some of his toys because he's kind of outgrowing the Lego Duplo. He definitely does like the more, you know, he loves this fire engine. He's got a little train that goes around on the track, and he's got some more diggers and cars and stuff. It was time to get rid of a couple of sets there. This is everything that needs packing. I have sold the Mos Eisley's Cantina, but I've kept all the minifigures. So it was really good because I bought the Cantina and some other pieces for £250 on eBay. It was a very like weird one-off buy. I just bidded on it and it just got accepted, and I didn't particularly want it, but I made a couple of YouTube videos out of it, had fun building the mocks. I sold the other pieces for £120, and then I sold the Mos Eisley's for £140, so that's £260, and I kept every single minifigure from the Mos Eisley's Cantina. So I've made some incredible profit on that little project, which is always lovely. So Mos Eisley's, went a few like little pieces and bits. Like I had 3 dewbacks, they've all gone. I've still got one that is just sat there waiting to be packaged because again, there's just so much stuff that I've been sorting through. I just need to basically pack it all, and these have not been sold yet. All this has been sold. There's a bag full of Lego there that's been sold. There was a huge box of Lego, like with all the city pieces that I had, has been sold. The 3 trains have been sold, but they just need to be packaged up. The custom train hasn't been sold yet, but it's crazy. There is some stuff here in boxes that have been sold, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it because my light has broke, but I'm building like a little city up here. I'm going to take the friend set, put it up on the shelf, and fill this with base plates and then have all the city up here. So I've still got some sort of like city in the Lego room, but it's just not in your face as soon as you walk in. I've got all the city minifigures and the CMFs that I bought recently. I'm not going to sell them because it's nice to have some sort of little city that I can, you know, stand at the stairs and just build. And I've got all the trees and stuff left, and tons of pieces, like boxes and bags of pieces from the Lego City. So I've still got it all. I've basically just sold the trains and the cantina and stuff. So we're going to talk about the money side of it, because I'm very happy with how much money I've got to play with my next few projects. And these projects are going to be insane. Like, it's not like with the city where it's going to have to get expanded because it's so big and crowded, and the trains need a lot of track. And I just wasn't happy with the layout of the trains. Like, it sounds so ungrateful and stupid, but they just went round in a circle. And, you know, when I look at other train, like Lego train city builders on YouTube, they've got like mountains that they go through and little turns, and I still love the Lego City trains. I just don't have the space for it because the Star Wars takes up so much, and I'm here for the Star Wars. Like, that is my only thing I am going to be collecting now. Maybe like the one-off sets. Like, I got the Friends set because I've watched Friends probably 20 years or something, or however long it came out. Like, so that is like one of them things that I've just always had like a love for and always watched it. I'm going to get the Office set as well because, again, I've watched The Office every single night to fall asleep to, and it's just little sets like that that I will 100% buy and keep. But the majority, like 90% of my collection, will just be Star Wars now, because one, this year looks amazing for Star Wars. Revenge of the Sith next year is going to be incredible. Like, we're going to get some Lego sets for that. And I just don't want to run out of room. I don't want to just go crazy again and start thinking that, right, Millennium Falcon needs to go, or the gunship needs to go, or like, the Star Wars is what's brought me to making YouTube videos and Instagram content and stuff like that. So that would never go. Obviously the odd few sets that I'll buy and sell kind of thing, like got it all stored in there that I've kind of brought for cheap and then I'm going to sell in the future. But anyway, so with everything being sold, I've managed to rack up £570, which is absolutely amazing, because I definitely did not spend that much money on all the sets combined. So that's really awesome to be able to make profit on it. And you know, the city did bring a lot of joy, but it just got too much in the end. So you're probably wondering, what am I going to spend £570 on? Wow, there is a lot of Lego that I would like this year for, you know, for the Star Wars. There's all the March stuff, awesome, all the summer stuff. Like, luckily I've got some, well, I think I'm going to get some of it for my birthday. But I sort of use like my own like job money to get that, because at the end of every month or every other month, I'm basically just going to treat myself. You know, if you want to go get a Lego set, go get the Lego set. The £570 that I've accumulated from selling the city, wow, like just the trains, I've still got obviously the whole city, all the houses and stuff that I'm not going to sell yet anyway. £570. This is what I'm going to do with it. I've got a table there and a table there. This one, the creamy colour, that is being sold. So I've got 2 white tables, and I'm probably going to place them in the middle, but like with a walkway in between them, so I can still, you know, walk in between them like that. I won't be hit in the face with tables and loads of Lego and stuff, but on each table, here is the fun, cool, exciting, huge, expensive project that I'm going to be doing. So these are 120 centimeters long ways, that is length, 120 centimeters in length. Divide that by 3, 40, and then divide the other one by 3, it's 40 centimeters each. So I will have 6 sections of space, excluding the latest 3 films that I wouldn't really call Star Wars because they were trash. I'm going to pick the 3 best Star Wars duels or battles from the 6 original films and set up dioramas using the tables. I get to kind of like, you know, scout out all like the Lego that I need for each of these dioramas. So think about it, they're going to be like this big each, which is quite big. Like, you can fit the gunship in one of them. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3 on a table. And during this process, so first of all, I need to buy some base plates, and I'm going to get some black brick to outline each little section. So that's going to obviously take some time to accumulate that. It's going to take some time to narrow down exactly what scenes and duels I'm going to do, but I kind of have a sort of feeling. I'm going to do the inside the Naboo hangar with the Naboo Starfighter, you know what I mean, the yellow one. So I'm going to have to pick one of them up, and I'm basically going to do Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon versus Obi-Wan with some droidicas and droids and Anakin getting into the ship, Padme and all them sort of people, and I'm going to build it up decent amount of height just to, you know, make it its own little diorama. So that's one of them that's going to cost a lot of money. The second one I could do Geonosis, but I think everyone does Geonosis, and I'm probably only going to be able to fit 2 ATTs and maybe like a gunship in the air, and it just won't look that crazy because it will be very small. So, and a lot of people do it, and I don't really want to copy everyone else. I want to do something different. The next one could be the Duel of Mustafar, so I could have a huge like lava lake and you know, the high ground and bits of the buildings and stuff. Like, you kind of know what I mean, like with the New Hope and Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, you know, them 6 films, each section of the table will have its own diorama, and I think that will, one, keep me from buying separate Lego sets like city stuff and trains and that. I will always keep buying Star Wars, which is what I really want to buy. The shelves won't have to keep getting stacked because I'll be spending a lot of money on these dioramas. They're going to take so long to be able to actually build them because of hunting down pieces. And, you know, if I'm doing like half, I'm going to have to buy a ton of the snowtroopers. And, you know, the battle packs are slowly retiring. So it's going to take me a while to get all these like minifigures that I want to build up the dioramas with. So I think for me, just wanting to focus on one theme and the fact that I still get to build, because I'm going to be building dioramas, and, you know, like imagine a cool like Endor battle. Like I've got all the trees here from the city that I could use and get like an ATTE and some Ewoks. And I just think it's going to be, one, so much better for my head. I do obviously apologise kind of for showing you guys like me sort of losing my head, getting like a bit upset and not knowing what to do in the last video or two. But at the end of the day, this is raw footage. I'm gonna do my channel how I want to do it, but at the same time, I want you guys to be here for the fun of it. And I think these dioramas are gonna bring so many more videos, more fun ideas. Like, come shopping with me to, I don't know, Brick Convention, and we'll see what sets we can pick up for the dioramas, and you can watch me build the dioramas, review them, and everything in between this huge project that I'm about to take on. I'm going to go through it like financially as well. I'm going to keep track of how much diorama has cost me and what sets am I going to use from my own display that I've got currently to add into the mock, and how much they're costing. And I don't think I've seen anyone do like dioramas that are like merging together on like one table. They've either gone like really big on one section or one scene. So it'll be really fun to try and do something different. Lots of cool content to come out of it, plus all the reviews of the 2024 sets and the 2025 sets. And I think it's going to really propel all you Star Wars fans that are here for the Star Wars content to come to my channel and sit and relax and watch Star Wars content, and not watch me faff about with a city or trains and start losing my head over a city because it's not big enough, or it's too big, or it's just too much. Like, I don't want to bring that sort of vibe to my channel. I want it to be fun. I want it to be enjoyable. I want you guys to be able to watch every single video because it's Star Wars. I want to be able to enjoy every video because it's Star Wars. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. And I don't seem very excited about it at the moment because I'm still slowly, like, yeah, there's been a few things and kind of just sort my head out and trying to lose weight and just loads of other things. And yeah, I am super excited about it. I so can't wait. It's going to really open up, you know, the enjoyment of being down here. Like, the little ones still will be able to play with some of the dioramas, like depending on how delicate they are or not. It's going to be fun, and I want you guys to follow me through the journey. And yeah, like, it's finally slowly coming back to a Lego room that is the Lego room that I wanted. It's a Star Wars Lego room. It's Star Wars. That is what I'm into, and that's what I've always been into, and that's what I always will be into. So when you walk down here, the next headache will be, whoa, there's too much Star Wars down here. You can never have too much Star Wars, so it's a win-win situation. It's going to be incredible. And, you know, obviously in time, if I start to lose interest with the dioramas, instead of like selling it all and getting upset about it, I just put them on my shelves. I just buy more units and put them on the shelves. And then with the tables, I can either, you know, go out and buy the Venator, the Star Destroyer. I can go out and buy all these huge sets that I can't have now because I don't have the room, but I will eventually because I'll have the table space for it. And I think just collecting one theme is 100% the way forward. And because I love Star Wars so much and I want to bring you guys into you know, a world of just Lego Star Wars content. I can see it with the YouTube videos as well, like the views that my Star Wars content gets compared to the city. I put more time into the city, like building it, and, you know, started to not have fun with it, to then receive like 100 views. And I'm like, it kind of just puts that little bit more pressure on the fact that I wasn't happy with the city, and then creating the content for it for you guys, because obviously, you know, you're subscribing to me. YouTube is something that's, you know, brought me out my shell, and it's something that I've always wanted to do and will carry on doing. To then post something that I spent a lot of money and time on to only get like 100 views on it, kind of just is that extra topping to go, just focus on one set, stop spending so much money. And it was a curse. Like, if Star Wars had nothing coming out in, well, they had one set that I got in January, nothing in February, I was like, oh, I need to buy Lego, what should I buy? Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go buy this random Lego shop or this random building or another train, and I don't need to spend money every single month on Lego. Like, this month, no, end of February, I bought Plo Koon, and I spent £8 on it, and I was £6, yeah, £6, and I was buzzing, and I got such a good feeling because I found it in my local toy shop, mint condition, tiny little minifigure, £6, it's like pocket change, and it brought me as much joy as the whole Lego city did. And I think that's the reality of, I needed to just rein it in, stop going crazy, collect the things that I really want to collect, create the content that I really wanted to create. I was watching Brixie and looking at his city, and I was like, oh, I'm going to build a city like that. One, I don't really have the crazy funds for it, and secondly, I don't really have the space for it. So my attempt on a city was so small and not fun. It just, you know, by the time I'd kind of put like 5 houses down and had 2 trains running, that was it, I was done. And I couldn't physically get anything more out of it, but I was still buying stuff for it, and I didn't need to. I was still buying base plates and brick, and yeah, I just went a bit crazy. So basically, another long video, but the next few videos are going to be all the March 2024 sets. I'm going to start the dioramas. I'm going to do like an overview of the whole space, because it's still incredibly messy down here. There is stuff piling up on the stairs that need to be shifted or, you know, sent off, because people have bought my stuff and it's been like 2 days and I just haven't even packed it yet. Like, I've just had a few days of just being off and chilling for a bit. So by the time my next video comes out, hopefully it will be March. Like, I have filmed quite a bit of ahead, so it will be March, and I'll just be in a great mood. And I just can't wait to fully get back into doing all this YouTube, creating awesome content, having awesome marks, going out and buying good Lego that I want to buy, reviewing all these awesome sets that are coming out, and it all just being Star Wars. So yeah, I'm going to turn this frown upside down. It's a very cheesy saying, but I have been quite miserable down here in the Lego room lately. I do look around and I'm thinking, already my mind is so at ease with the space that I've got down here now. So yeah, onwards and upwards. It's going to be an amazing rest of the year. So please, guys, thank you for still staying on. Thank you for still being subscribed. I had a little blip, but yeah, back to it, and it's going to be even more amazing. These dioramas, I kid you not, I'll put my heart and soul into it, and they're just going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for watching another YouTube video. Thank you for staying subscribed. Thank you for staying with me. Let's have an amazing year. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.